This was a buffet in a five-star restaurant of information. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending. We'll probably keep admitting people as they come in. So in today's session, we're going to be starting off with our lead-in instructor, Sabanim Price, Region 9. He'll be leading the first 25 minutes and sharing some information pertinent to the program. And then we'll turn it over to Corrales Sabanim, who is our TAC instructor today for the next hour.
My name is Greg Price. I'm from Region 9. My instructor is Kenyon Sabam. I started training in 1977 under his father, Master Fred Kenyon. First day that I walked into Master Fred Kenyon's studio was he grabbed a senior student, Sabanim George Barriachoa, and he said, "Mr. Barriachoa, take Mr. Price over in the corner and show him our stretching routine." And man, that just blazed in me because I knew nothing about martial art. I was 30 years old at the time, and so I had never stretched. But somehow I got the impression that stretching and warm-up is really important. I'm so thankful it made that impression upon me that it did, because over the years, I cannot overstate the value of daily stretching and warm-up in terms of range of motion, fluidity of motion, and prevention of injury. I've been in situations, I've skied with Kenyon Sabanim, and he's seen me take some tumbles and falls, and he said, "Somebody your age should have been in the hospital right now." So stretching is a big part of our art.
So at this time, we'll turn the floor over to Sabalim Corrales, who will share some insights for our training.
Thank you, Lemner Sabanim. Price Sabanim, thank you for that wonderful class. I just wanted to start. I really wanted to teach this class today because I had something I wanted to share with this group. I've had just some wonderful experiences over the last 3 or 4 months, not just training with our Mudokwan community, but also reaching out and training alongside much of the Korean martial art community with some what they would consider some very high-ranking practitioners. Many of them are similar age as this group and similar level, where most of you I remember growing up with. And one thing that I just wanted to recognize that maybe I didn't fully understand and appreciate until the last 3 or 4 months is how hard all of you still continue to train, and how your training is a part of who you are, even at the level you are in rank and the level you are in age. That's unique. That's unique to the Mudokwan, is something that I've recognized. I always just assumed that it was just how things were. But as you look in the broader community, as I've seen, wearing the dobak when you're a very senior level practitioner isn't as doesn't happen as often or as frequently as I thought. So I just wanted to recognize all of you and thank you for your great example in training for all of this time. And you continue to train. Many of you very much my senior by age and by experience and by rank. And you're willing to get on the floor and train like a practitioner. Thank you very much for that example. We should all be very proud of who we are as Mudokwan practitioners. We don't just talk about our philosophy, we demonstrate it in action, regardless of age or rank. So today I'd just like to share a couple of things with you, and maybe we're just going to train together. My assignment was to really focus on the Ho Hup Cho Chang breath control and how does that apply to movement. I remember one of my early mentors was DQ John Savonim. Many of you probably know him, and in Santa Barbara, California. And I remember my sawed-on test. And while I was out there, deer in the headlights, very young practitioner trying to just survive the week, I remember John Savonim, on top of all of the comments that and feedback I was receiving, would whisper in my ear, make sure that you're using the correct breathing sound that reflects the energy and character of each technique. And that added dimension kind of put me over the edge, and was a bit much. But I've taken a lot of time over the decades to try and understand what he was trying to teach me, and I hope to share some of that with you today. What he was referencing, many of you may have studied what's called the Yukjagyol. Yukjagyol are the 6 natural sounds, and they're based on the Shipsansei philosophy that the founder taught. And I'm just going to simplify the Yukjagyol and just talk about some of the sounds. These sounds we perform just naturally in our technique.
Sabonimke, Kenyon.
Bahk.
Subak.
Bahk.